Hey guys, so what's a better company, All Home or Wilcon? What is a company that you should invest and hold on to for the long term? What's the pros? What's the cons? Who will make more? In this video, we compare All Home versus Wilcon. Check this video out. Hi everyone, this is Marvin Germo. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, smash that bell so you get updated every time I create new content about the stock market. Because at the end of the day, the whole heart and goal of this channel is to help you have the right information so you can trade the markets with confidence. So hey guys, this is an installment of our series for IPOs that are coming out. In the previous videos, I talked about All Home. I even compared All Home versus Axilum, which are IPOs coming out this October. But here we are, we're comparing All Home versus Wilcon. Which among them, based on the numbers, based on the quant, and based on the qualitative data, is worth your money? The whole heart and goal of this is to show you data so you get to compare which is a stock that you would want to buy and hold for the long term. Comment below at any point within this video if you like All Home. Comment All Home. Comment Home if you like All Home more. Comment Wilcon if you like Wilcon more as well. Because I want you to see which is better and which should you put your money into. Enjoy this video. Hey guys, so here's the video that you've been waiting for now that the Axilum IPO is over. The company has been listed for 2 days. We are having All Home just 2 days from now. So I wanted to make this video to give you the context of what's the difference between All Home and Wilcon as well. Please note also that basically Please note also basically that it's not just really All Home and Wilcon who are up against each other, because both companies also have other competitors as well. You have True Value, you have Ace Hardware, you also have IKEA coming into the mix. But please remember, IKEA really isn't a direct competitor of all of them. It is in a way, but in terms of scale, IKEA I think will just be in the SMOA area as when it starts to open. Unlike Wilcon and All Home, they are expanding in different parts of the country. So that being said, if there's an All Home and Wilcon near the MOA area, I guess in that area, that's where IKEA will go head to head with them. But in other areas where there's All Home and Wilcon and there's no IKEA, it really makes sense that they're not really in indirect competition. You can also make an argument that, hey, there's so much Jollibees here in the Philippines, there's only one Shake Shack. Or you could put an argument that there are other quick service chains in the Philippines that are larger and bigger than Shake Shack, but Shake Shack is in just one area as well. So this will be me talking about All Home and Wilcon and adding my thoughts towards these two companies. Please remember, the heart and the goal of this is to give you data, but at the end of the day, it's you who's supposed to make the decision whether to buy or sell the stock. For those who have bought stocks already, those who already receive allocations for the IPO, now I hope this data supplements what you already have, because at the end of the day, it's you who's making the decision. It's you who's putting your money on the line. You need to know and 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 to know what could possibly happen to the stock. If you need to know what you're getting into, you need to know the pros and cons of it. You need to know where the money's going. You need to know if the company will actually be good, because at the end of the day, if you are investing in a business, it's all about what the company is. It's all about where it could go. It's all about what you believe or where you believe they will go. Please, I keep saying this all the time. If you buy a stock today, you will not reap the benefits of what they were before, what they've done before. You will only reap the benefits of where they will go as well. So it's very, very important that you know the company. So this is again our head-to-head comparison with the stock. Please remember also the offer period is already done for All Home. It was from September 30 to October 4. The listing will be this Thursday on October 10. So similar to what I did with KPPI and Axilum, I'm gonna create a video as well for All Home on the day of the IPO, so that you get the right insights and the right information so you can trade the markets with confidence. So are you buying All Home? Comment buy All Home if you're fully convinced that you are buying All Home. By the way, this is so interesting because a lot of people got a bit sad when Axilum dropped down. Please remember, not all IPOs go up in price. It's normal. It's part of the game. Not all stocks will go like KPPI. So now we have two IPOs. KPPI zoomed up from 5 to 10 all the way to 20 something. Then it retraced lower to where it is now. Axelum, on the other hand, went from 5. The first few minutes, it went up a bit. Then it started to retrace the whole day. It started to drop the whole day yesterday. Then today it dropped again, but it closed relatively up around 4.7, but still below the IPO price. So if you know and you know and you know you want to buy all home, comment buy all home. But if you still like Wilcon, you believe Wilcon is the game, comment buy Wilcon. If you still like Wilcon and you think Wilcon will beat uh will beat all home. By the way, we're done with Kepwelt and Axelum. We have all home coming up next. There was a recent disclosure that we will have another IPO. So there will be like 7 IPOs for the year if everything pushes through. The only consumption stock so far that we have will be Frutas. That's direct consumption. You can also put Olom as a proxy for consumption. Then you have export. You have Calcom being an export company. Then 2 hospitals, Metro Pacific, the hospital unit of Metro Pacific, which will be a very, 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 very large IPO. Then another one, ACE Medical Center in Tacloban, which is relatively smaller than what MPI will raise as well. Now, head-to-head comparison between Wilcon and All Home. Let's look at the leadership. Manny Villar. You all know Manny Villar as the guy who ran for president in 2010, was a previous senator to all of this. Before losing the 20 after losing the 2010 elections, he started to just focus and double down in their businesses, from Vistaland to STR to Golden Haven, now to All Home. Please remember, the All Home company has other brands that are similar to it as well. They have supermarkets, drugstores, convenience stores, and whatnot connected to the All Home brand. But I think the only one that will be listed is the direct hardware brand. Anything connected to its hardware function is what's going to be listed. Now for Wilcon, you have William Bello. William Bello basically went all in the hardware space. This has been a company that's been there for quite a significant period of time already. And I want to go through the similarities between All Home and Wilcon, because since they are all in the home improvement, hardware, furniture space, what they mostly sell are mostly the same. It's furniture, hardware, appliances, tiles, sanitaries, homewares, linens, construction materials. So in that space, they're pretty much the same. I guess also, no, comment below, who do you think is a better brand? Is Wilcon a better brand, or is All Home a better brand? Because at the end of the day, it's a battle also of brand, and this is what I believe. People buy brands. People like to consume when they are in brands that they like. They are in shops that they like as well. So whoever will have a better brand over the next few years will actually win. So this is the target customers of All Home. No, since I believe that their demographics are the same, I had to drill back pasana if I wanted to see the demographics of the target customers of Wilcon. But just so you know, they're basically the same. These are people who bought houses and need to dress it up. These are people who have houses, condos that need to fix it up as well, repaint it, have buy fixtures, or those who just bought their condos and also want to buy the appliances, the electric fan, the air conditioning, the television, the refrigerator, all of this. They have, and it's being sold in the brands that they have as well. Now, since they're really in the home improvement space, basically their income upside is basically hinged on domestic consumption, meaning as long as Filipinos spend money, these companies will do well. So they are hinged on Filipinos' disposable income. They are hinged also on OFW remittances. You have to remember, as long as Filipinos send money here in the Philippines, there's a lot of money going around for Filipinos to spend. And also, I think I'd like to peg lower interest rates also as a factor into all of this, because as interest rates are lower, it encourages people to get more housing loans for their condominiums, hence spurring buying for a lot of those house and condominiums, which in turn also will push the upside of both Wilcon and All Home further. So that's how I perceive it. That's how I look at it, this is still a domestic play. This is still a play on Filipinos' love for spending. Now, income. All home 2016, 46 million. 2017, 112.6 million. 2018, 511.4 million. For Wilcon, it had 240 million in 2013. So I'm showing you 3-year periods before they did the IPO. So 2013, 240. Then income dropped to 40 million. Then it went to 538 million. That being said, one thing to note is for Wilcon, income dropped in 2014. I'll put the link below for a video that I created for the Wilcon IPO if you want to drill more on why it actually income dropped in 2014. So I'll put the link there. I'll try to put it on one of the cards as well. So the upside, so head to head, no, All Home has 511.4 million, Wilcon has 538. This was they are getting almost the same amount of income. Here's the thing. I think Wilcon started around 1977. For All Home, the first branches that I saw were around 2013, 2012, 2013 area. So Wilcon is relatively longer, older. For All Home, it's relatively a newer company into that space, but I think its value proposition is the entrepreneurs behind it have been in very, very large segments of the economy already and have listed several companies in the exchange already as well. Another value proposition that I think will All Home has over Wilcon is that since Vistaland is a property developer, what it could simply do is just build houses and condominiums, then put a All Home beside it so that everyone who bought houses and condos there will just basically buy, shop, and do their furniture to All Home because it's in close proximity to where they live and to where they bought the houses. The IPO price, no, as per my last checking, was around 11.5 for All Home. For Wilcon, it was around 5 pesos per share. So that being said, if my calculations are correct and if my research is correct, Wilcon had a PE ratio at that time of around 15 times, whereas All Home at the lower end. So please remember, the 11.5 pricing is at the lower end of uh, the IPO range. This was supposed to be also at around 14, similar to Axelum. The price got reduced. If the range around that was 20 to 25 and we are at the lower range, All Home's IPO price is at a 20 times PE ratio. So head to head with Wilcon, we could possibly say that the IPO price of All Home is relatively more expensive than what Wilcon did more than a few years back. Wilcon raised around 7 billion, while All Home is raising around 14 billion pesos, 14.88 billion pesos as well. So please note that All Home is relatively raising a larger amount of money than what Wilcon is having. And please remember the rule of thumb that I've mentioned: the larger the IPO, the harder it is for the stock to go up. Please remember that people are thinking that Golden Haven went up, but please remember Golden Haven was only 700 million. This one is in the billions. Axelum was around 5 billion as well. So the larger the IPO, the harder for the stock to go up because there's a lot of shares going around. So IPO proceeds. In terms of the proceeds, you have 6.2 billion pesos for All Home going to expansion. This represents around 54%. For Wilcon, it was 6.1 billion. This represented 81%. Now, this is what's nice about Wilcon, where it was a pure expansion play. Not exactly pure, but a large chunk of the money that was raised was used for expansion. Unlike for All Home, it may look that they have almost the same amount of money that's gonna be raised, but 6.2 billion pesos only represents 54% of the IPO proceeds, meaning there's a larger amount going elsewhere for All Home. This is also me underpinning that because of this, because the IPO price got less and there might be lesser secondary shares also that will be sold. Now, other parts of the IPO for both Wilcon and All Home. Wilcon just used 13% of the IPO proceeds to pay off debt, which amounted to around 972 million. Whereas, whoa, All Home is paying 4.6 billion pesos or 40% debt. 40% of the primary shares that will be used is basically used to pay off debt. So at this point in time, at the time of the IPO, Wilcon had 37 stores, whereas All Home has 27 stores. Head to head, Wilcon might be doing better and have an upper hand up against All Home. That because for a lower amount of price being sold and a larger amount of money that's gonna go to expansion and a lower PE ratio. Wilcon already had 37 stores, whereas All Home only has 27 stores as of this point in time. This is, by the way, Wilcon. No? This is where Wilcon strategically placed. I couldn't find a map for All Home in terms of where their branches are, but majority similar to All Home and similar to Wilcon. Majority of the branches still is in Metro Manila. Majority of the branches still is where the largest part of the GDP is. Next, from the IPO, from the release of the funds from the IPO, Wilcon targeted 8 stores to be opened in 2017, which is amazing still. But here's something very interesting. All Home will build 25 stores in 2020, which head to head, no, it somehow gives them an additional impact already, and it somehow places them way above Wilcon at the time that the IPO was released as well. For those who love dividends, Wilcon's maximum was up to 25% dividend payout, while All Home is at a range of 50 to 30% of the net income after tax. So basically, so many things to compare between the two. They have so many similarities, also difference in style, difference in execution, difference in branding. But at the end of the day, they are heavily connected to consumption and people's love and need to also get a home, get furnitures for that home, and also get appliances for that home as well. So just to give you more insights also, this is the chart of Wilcon. The stock basically moved from 15 all the way up close to 18 pesos per share. So it's almost trying to push. Should it hit 20, it would have been quadruple the price as well. So since All Home is not yet listed, I just want to show you two stocks of Manny Villar. This is Vistaland. Vistaland massively dropped to below 1 peso after the 2008 financial crisis, but then has rebounded to around 7 8 pesos per share already. So for those who bought Vistaland and then held it for 11 years, say from the time I'm measuring this in 2008 you would have bought at 5. Now your stock is around 7 8 pesos per share. The gains are not as big as compared to other companies in the real estate space like Ayala Land or SM Prime Holdings. But again, let me show you another stock of Manny Villar, which is Golden Bria Holdings. And a lot of people are buying into the story of Manny Villar, are buying into the story of All Home primarily because of this, primarily because Golden Haven moved from 25 all the way to where it is now at 400 plus pesos per share. So that's so interesting. That's so amazing. I'll never forget Golden Haven because I was in London while this was all happening last year. And it's something that's nice, no? Because everything you need to know is also found in the charts. For those who follow me and my postings about technical analysis, look at this here for Golden Haven. The stocks just pretty much broke out from a very, 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 very low consolidation pattern as well. So let me know. I want to hear your thoughts. What after hearing this, what do you like more? Do you like All Home or do you like Wilcon? I hope that you get the right insights also from this so you get to trade the markets with confidence because that's all I want. I want to give you as much data as possible so you can analyze stocks that you want so that you come in with conviction so that should the stock drop, you won't be scared. Should the stock drop, you won't be nervous because at the end of the day, confidence brings confidence, and in the stock market you need to be confident on what you are doing.
So, what did you guys learn from this video? Did you change your mind? Did this video help you decide if you should put money in for the All Home IPO? Or should when it go into the market already, when they're already IPO'd, where will you invest more, Wilcon or All Home? I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your details. Are you banking on the experience of Manny Villar or are you banking on the leadership and the vision that Wilcon has as well? So, comment them below and I want to hear your thoughts about it. And for those who want to learn more about the stock market, if you don't know what the stock market is, you think it's foreign, links are down below for the books that I've created with one goal in mind to help you trade the markets with confidence. And if you are from Singapore, Cebu, Davao, or Metro Manila, I have links below for my live events teaching you the proper rudiments on how you can trade the markets with confidence, because I really believe that the stock market, if done properly with the right dedication, can help you reach your goals of financial freedom, because the stock market is one of the greatest investments out there. So this is Marvin Germo from Qatar. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.